Cheers and welcome to Argentina.
This is the real Argentina. You find it not in Buenos Aires. You find it out in the country. A small town, beaten by the sun, with a passion always lurking underneath that surface. Argentina, to me, is football, it's passion, it is wine, it is asado, the famous Argentinian barbecue. But most of all, it is that undescribable passion for football. Even the grandmas here in Argentina like football.
¿Y qué representa Deportivo Maipu para Maipu?
Es el equipo del departamento.
Ah, ya.
Es el equipo del departamento. El que de Maipú es... Yo soy de chiquitita de Maipú.
Ajá.
Toda mi familia de Gutiérrez. Yo no.
So this is the lady's van here. Her and her family is traveling in this van. As she was saying, she's trying to get all the way from Argentina to Alaska. So far, they got only to Ecuador. And they had to turn back because the family, the son got ill, was what she's saying. But yeah, what a lovely lady. As you can hear, she is a fan of Deportivo Maipu, the local football team here in Maipu, this suburb of Mendoza. She was mentioning we have 4 teams here in Mendoza. We have Rivadavia Independiente, we have Godoy Cruz. Those are the 2 bigger teams that are in the best league. Then we have Deportivo Maipu, that is here in Maipu, as well as Gutierrez. And my goal is to go ahead and document just the experience of a true football country. Because as we know, in a true football country, you have full stadiums, not only in the first league, but also in the second and third tier leagues. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and head down to Club Deportivo Maipu and watch a game there on Sunday.
Maipu is like many other Argentinian towns. Life here is about farming, growing vegetables, growing fruits, cattle, but times here are changing. I met this local wine farmer who had a rather sobering story to tell me, because his winery, that has been here for decades, a stable of generational work, is closing down.
¿En serio? Todo ese...
Todo esto, fábrica de aceite, aquí hay una fábrica de aceite, todo esto, bodega.
Toda esa bodega se tiene que cerrar.
El sótano tiene todo, pero está cerrado.
¿Para siempre?
Para siempre.
Por lo que están construyendo acá. ¿Y el mercado, cosa allá, igual? ¿O?
No, aquel sí, ese es el que atiende, ese es muy bueno para ir a comer.
¿Se les están presionando o algo así?
Claro, porque no pueden trabajar, no pueden elaborar por el motivo que las aguas, que se ocupa mucha agua y todo, y va mucho olor para el barrio. Eso es lo que hace la plata, lo juega a nosotros, pobres.
Vale. Ok, bueno, mucha suerte, señor.
Que le vaya muy bien, joven.
Gracias. So if I understood this man correctly, he's telling me that this modern, completely soulless housing estate apartment complex over here, and what they're building down there in the background as well in the corner, is causing this beautiful winery here. Old, traditional Argentinian winery with culture, with soul, with passion, to be closed because they need the water for this house over there, for this estate building over here. They need the water for that. So they're forcing this beautiful winery here that has probably been here for 100 years or so to close. That is a shame. This is what culture is all about here in Argentina, especially here in Mendoza, in this town of Maipu. This is what it's all about. It's about producing wine. It's about culture. And check it out. Nowadays, it just looks like this. It has been closed. You could see the man. He could barely walk anymore. Damn. That is a shame. Generations of work down the drain because they need to build these housing estates. That is the dark side of capitalism, I guess. I am a capitalist myself, but man, sometimes it really hits hard. The nature of capitalism, but that is what it's all about. The strongest man will survive. He who provides most value will survive. When we talk about it like this, they probably didn't make a wine that they were able to sell enough, that enough people enjoyed. They weren't able to provide enough value to survive against these modern housing estates. There's another one in here. Modern society. Build yourself a wall, put up security cameras, construct 50 houses that all look exactly the same, that has absolutely no soul to it. It's sad. Now, let's find some lunch. ¿Qué representa el asado en la cultura argentina?
No, yo creo que nosotros, estemos bien o estemos mal, el argentino come asado permanente.
Ajá.
Nosotros nos podemos estar bien económicamente, pero el asado se come todos los domingos. Es así. Estemos como estemos, cada domingo se come asado. Creo que ya es cultural.
Ajá.
Es cultural porque acá el que más menos tiene siempre, así como un pollo, unos choris, lo que alcance, siempre se prende el fuego.
¿Y cuánto tiempo has tenido el lugar?
Mira, yo acá hace 6 años está abierto esto. Yo laburé, o sea, fui empleado 4 años.
Ajá.
Un año no vine más y después lo compré con un socio.
Ok.
Ahora es nuestra, así que...
Ahora es el tuyo.
Sí, la conocemos de memoria, pero bueno, ahora es nuestra.
El equipo de Deportivo Maipu, ¿qué representa ese equipo para la ciudad de Maipú?
Y acá de Maipú el equipo más grande, después está otro que se llama Gutiérrez,
Ajá.
pero juegan las categorías menos. Y Maipú está en la segunda de Argentina y si Dios quiere les va bien, van a entrar al reducido para ver si pueden subir a primera al estado del club.
So here we have the treasure of Argentinian food. The absolute asado as it's supposed to be made. This piece here is for me, with a little bit of chorizo and blood sausage as well. And I think a little bit of chicharrón, this little piece of fat here, basically like bacon, that we're going to eat as well. This is gonna be delicious. I'm gonna sit down back outside and get my wine. So we've been served. We have here, of course, my beautiful wine, and we have a Reserva Malbec, of course, the local pride, the local main grape here in Argentina, Malbec. A lovely, fruity, acidic wine. It's beautiful. Let's check it out. Let's see how great this food is. My mouth is already running in water just looking at this. If there's no meat, if there's no fire, there's no food when we're talking about Argentina. Let's give this a go. Let's get ourselves a good cut here of this beef with chorizo and see what it's all about. Spot on. Nice, soft, juicy meat. Just melts in your mouth. Man, this is great. Let's dive right into the main piece here. The morcilla, as they call it here. Blood sausage. Let's give it a go. I'll tell you what, before I came to Argentina the first time, I had never had blood sausage in my life. And I would tell you, just the sound of it, blood sausage, doesn't sound very well, does it? But it really works. You don't want too much of it, but it's very good as a company with your Argentina barbecue and your wine. And a good wine, like a good person, like a good Argentinian, has character. You can taste the blood, the sweat and the tears that have gone into the process, the passion that has gone into the process of making a beautiful glass of wine, a beautiful bottle of wine, caring for those grapes all year round to finally get the harvest, put them in the barrels, let the wine sit there and develop its own personality, its own character. That, yeah, at the end of the day, comes out to this bottle, and every bottle is unique, just like every person here in Argentina is unique. Cheers to Argentina, to beef, to asado, to football, and to passion. So we're with Matias, the big boss here in Maipu, el jefe de Deportivo Maipu. ¿Y cuánto me dijiste que has trabajado con Deportivo Maipu?
Llevo acá 4 años, llevo acá.
¿Y tú conoces a todos?
Conozco a su mayoría.
Eres el jefe del equipo.
Del plantel.
Gracias. All right.
Tener en cuenta que hay cosas que se pueden firmar, hay cosas que no.
Claro.
Hay cosas que queremos mostrar, hay cosas que no.
Lo que pasa en Las Vegas se queda en Las Vegas.
Exacto, algo así.
Te puedo preguntar, ¿qué representa Deportivo Maipú para la comunidad de la ciudad de Maipú?
Sí, el Deportivo Maipú es lo mejor que hay en la Mendoza. Y la banda, nosotros estamos todos acá,
Ajá.
estamos todos unidos, gracias a Dios. Esto representa Maipú, esto es la hinchada de nosotros, gracias a Dios, vamos. El Deportivo Maipú vamos a estar siempre presentes. Eso es, la gente siempre alenta,
Ajá.
y al final, y sigue alentando, no importa que perdamos, pero la gente siempre está, siempre.
Ajá.
La banda siempre está. Esto es botellero, esto es botellero.
¿Qué representa Maipú, Deportivo Maipú para la ciudad de Maipú?
Deportivo Maipú para la ciudad de Maipú representa que Maipú, mira, escuchá, Maipú es lo más lindo que hay, en el fútbol, en el asado, en el vino y en todo.
Ajá.
Pero esto es lo más hermoso que tenemos en Maipú.
Si no había vino en Maipú, ¿qué había?
Si no había vino en Maipú, le tendremos que entrar a la cerveza o al tequila.
¿Qué involucra la previa para el Deportivo Maipú?
Para el Deportivo Maipú la previa involucra las amistades, los mejores amigos, compañerismo, un buen asado, un buen vino, todo.
The famous Barra Brava of Argentina. They are the most rowdy, the most noisy, and the most passionate fan groups that you will find anywhere in the world. The Barra Brava are a microcosm of society. In the Barra Brava, we have people with issues with local law enforcement, as well as people with the most respectable jobs that you would never, ever think would be part of a Barra Brava.
The game already started, and I didn't even notice. I'm in the middle of the Barra Brava. Check this out. It's one hell of an atmosphere. People are fenced up against the fence here. I shouldn't film it. Running around. Bus of the Barra Brava here. Check out this atmosphere. So we're transforming from one side of the stadium to the other, but check it out. That's where we were before, over there, where the fans are now. Pero tú siempre estás en este lado, ¿eh?
Sí, me gusta más la popular.
¿Te gusta más la joda? People are watching from outside.
Mirá, mirá.
Ah, look at that. They're flying their gun. The number 10 is what Argentinian football is all about. It is Messi, it is Riquelme, it is Maradona,
Y el top.
Enzo Pérez de acá.
El top de Maipú, sí.
Enzo Pérez is the most famous player from here in Maipu. And now we're coming to a more familiar, a more like chill family stand. Here we have kids, women. There the old woman on the other side. Here we get a better view of the stadium, of the field.
La Malvina Argentina.
Argentina, pa, mirá.
Mirá, mirá.
Ah, lo tienes tatuado. Digo.
Más argentino que nunca.
He's got a tattoo. The Falklands are Argentinian. Vamos.
Going for a drink.
Drinks,
Un drinks.
agua,
Agua.
water.
And then we're going back over there.
La fiesta, la joda.
So Andres is getting some kind of juice. I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Gracias.
Looks like some kind of apple juice? Orange juice?
No, hermano.
Some kind of orange juice, apple juice kind of thing. Probably gonna put some fanatic in there or something. But we can't tell that to the people in front of us. That's it. That's it, what we're looking at here. A good 1.5 liter apple juice.
Boca Junior.
Boca Junior. No muestras eso acá.
Acá,
Acá somos del Deportivo Maipu.
en mi territorio.
Look at that. As we come to this side of the stand, we see the fiesta.
Ahora volvemos a la fiesta y lo trajemos jugo.
We're bringing the juice to the other side. And yeah, as I said before, most likely we are going to mix something in there.
Deja el policía que abra la puerta.
Claro. Eres el jefe de acá.
Jefe.
The police is going to open the gate for us here. And the little kids are playing football in here. We're going to go flying here. You go to football in Argentina. If you get inside the Brava, you are going to go flying. If you know what I'm saying. They love their green stuff here. And they love those haircuts. Only cut in one side. Bloody hell. I haven't even watched half of the game yet. I don't even know what the score is. Sigue 0-0. It's still 0-0. That's what we're being told. As you can see here, we're back on the side of the party. The game is mostly on the other side, in Deportivo Maipu's half, which is not too good.
Me he criado en barrio botellero, digamos, y para mí significa es un sentimiento muy grande, o sea, ver a mi viejo de muchos años, alentarlo, y ahora, bueno, que él no está, seguimos nosotros, y para mí es todo Maipú.
¿Trabajas en el vino?
Estoy estudiando enóloga.
¿Cómo?
Soy estudiante de enología.
Enología, para hacer vino.
Para hacer vino.
Ah, ya.
Estoy en segundo
Entonces, ¿qué significa el vino para Maipu igual?
Todo, todo, es decir, lo que más tomamos.
¿Cuántos días
Lo que
pasa?
nos representa.
Oh. ¿Y cuántos días pasa sin tomar un vino?
3.
3 días.
Sí, la verdad.
Ahí hay mucho.
Siendo sincera, digamos. Nada más.
And with a nice dark beer, we will round off this beautiful weekend in an Argentinian way, in the spirit of Argentina. The game unfortunately finished 1-1, so Maipu, Deportivo Maipu, still is lacking the points that they need to go up to the first league. Vamos Maipu! Then we have the guys up from the stadiums. There we have those guys from up from the stadium. And yeah, as I said, the game is over, 1-1, San Miguel won, Maipu won, and my God, my voice is shattered. That was an experience and a half, I can tell you that much. Those guys they do not want to be filmed, almost all of them. You can probably put 2 and 2 together of what happens in there. We saw pointy things, and I'm not talking about some soap guns. We saw certain type of snow coming from Colombia. Oh, check out this guy. ¿Cómo estás? Spider-Man. There we go. As I said, we saw some of that Colombian snow being passed around rather generously, should I say. That is the spirit of Argentina. It is football, it is wine, it is asado, it is being in a family, being in a group, no matter what happens, whether we're poor, rich, in the middle class. When the game goes on, I barely watched any of the game. The last 5-10 minutes was the most attention I actually paid to what was going on the pitch. It was just one massive party. Oh my God. Put that on your list. If you can, come to watch Argentinian football. Forget about you have to go to Boca. Forget about you have to go to River. I'm gonna sit here on the square. As you can see, quite a different ambience at the moment. Bunch of kids playing over there in this playground in the main square of Maipu. I'm gonna enjoy my beer, just calm down after that massive adrenaline rush. And then I will see you when I see you.
Hoy podemos festejar el glorioso deportivo y la nacional.
Fire, football,